Now, it's estimated that there are about 700,000 young carers in the UK. CJ and Becky are among those and were nominated by the Rotary Club of Cardiff East. The pair received their joint award for their campaign on local community radio to give support to more than 600 other youngsters who are in a similar situation in the Cardiff and Vale area.
We got a wicked show for today, guys.
Most jam-packed show I think
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be tight.
Christopher John Nation, known as CJ, and Becky Holder take to the airwaves for their weekly Youth Beats show on Radio Cardiff.
You can tweet us at Radio Cardiff.
Both also present a Young Carers show during Carers Week in June. Their aim is to raise awareness about the situation that young carers find themselves in.
I like
How much
Facebook
time
games.
do you spend a day on Twitter?
Not that long.
15-year-old CJ became a young carer at the age of 6 for his mum Annika, who suffers from mental and physical health problems after being a victim of domestic violence and suffering a road traffic accident.
It's been really difficult because no mum wants to have their child looking after them.
Being a young carer. I like to think it's like being a parent. It comes with a lot of responsibility. It's just a big responsibility. It's not so much a burden, but there is a lot of things you have to consider. Obviously, we're in a situation that just makes us more grown up than average people our age. Everything that my mum would think about, anything that she's under pressure with, is always floating in the back of my mind as well.
14-year-old Becky helps care for her twin brother Ethan, who's autistic.
Oh, stupid! Ethan! It can be difficult sometimes. They can restrict where I can go. Like, I can go out, but I can only go so far in case I have to come back to help.
Mummy,
Me?
Becky,
Becky?
and Dad.
Dad.
I couldn't picture myself Ethan any other way. But it's just hard at times, but it's worth it because I love him to pieces. He's just adorable.
Both CJ and Becky are members of the Cardiff and Vale Young Carers Interact Club, set up by the Rotary Club of Cardiff East, which supports more than 600 young carers in the local area. CJ and Becky hope that others will listen to their message so there's more understanding and they can improve the lives of other young carers. Well, CJ and Becky are here with me now. Congratulations to both of you. Well done. Now, CJ, let's talk about life as a young carer. How difficult is that reality?
Every young carer has a different situation they have to deal with, so I can't really speak for everybody else, but because I've been in my situation since I was really young, I'm kind of getting used to it. I think the most difficult part of being a young carer is the transition. If you're not born as a young carer, then it can be very difficult changing from being what you think is normal.
Just a child with no responsibilities to suddenly a child with loads of responsibilities. That's very difficult for young shoulders, isn't it? Do you think it takes a toll on your life as a young person, and what toll is that like?
Well, it does in some sense, but Ethan's my brother, and it's like just normal, but it can restrict where I go. And like, if I want to go out, I'll only go so far in case I have to come back.
It's like being a parent, basically, isn't
Yeah.
it? Before you're ready to, really.
Yeah, but like, if I
difficult.
go out as well, like, awareness is really key, but I don't really have time to explain. I just have to keep Ethan safe because there's obviously sensory problems and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it must be quite isolating, and that's where you guys have done really good work, because your radio show on Radio Cardiff has helped raise awareness.
Definitely. And the Interact Club.
What is the Interact Club?
The Interact Club is a place where young carers gather to socialise with each other, and we don't really have to. We understand more about each other, so we get along better and we can socialise easier.
So it's about other young people meeting others in that situation and realising it's okay to feel like this, it's okay to feel fed up.
So you can talk to people more. Because if you talk to your friends that aren't young carers, it's like they don't understand. So it's like more relieving to know that they're there and they understand.
So what do you want to do moving forward from here? Is there more good work to be done, or just continue what you're doing?
Definitely. I'd like to keep up what I'm doing. I'd like to help other young carers to do the same kind of thing that I am in the media, to help them raise awareness for themselves as well.
What would your message be if there's a young person out there watching this who's looking after a parent or a relative and finding it tough going? What's the message?
I would just say keep up the good work, and I don't know really, it's quite
try not to
Yeah.
feel that you're alone.
Yeah.
Because there are other people in the same situation.
The Interact Club just takes away the isolation as well.
Yeah.
It
Indeed.
helps a lot.
CJ and Becky, very well deserved award. Thank you very much for joining us on
Thank
BBC
you.
News, and congratulations to both of you.